might kind of roast you, I don't know. But before we do, we would like to take everybody's attention and look towards the monitor for a video that our staff put together. A little unusual. We got new technology. We're going to use it.
This is scary. I'm not sure what's on here. Counselor?
Is it baby pictures?
I don't know. We've got people that are working 24/7 around the clock to make sure that all the city services continue to function as we all expect. And they all just do such a Herculean job. And I want to recognize both Carla Walker, our city secretary, who's sitting up here tonight, and also Mickey Matlock, she's our deputy city secretary. They keep all of us straight up here and keep us all informed. I don't think we recognize them enough for all the great work that they do. But I want to recognize Aaron and the Parks Department. There's not a time that I go into that park or any of our parks where they're not just spotless. I want to just recognize Chris and his staff and team for just some tremendous work and communicating out our position from the city and working aggressively to try to make sure they understood the implications they'd have on the city of Granbury. Also just want to take a second, just thank all the volunteers that serve on our boards, our commissions, Visit Granbury, and we've got a whole host of people who volunteer in our city that help make it a great place and really support all the efforts and activities in our city, and just say thank you. And just really thank Tammy and her team. They just do an amazing job. Acknowledge and recognize Rick and his staff for just an outstanding job here in our community. So Chris, thank you for all your efforts and results. Hey, thank you so much for taking time out of your Saturday to be here with us this morning. I'm absolutely overwhelmed with the turnout. This has absolutely exceeded my expectations. And again, just thank everybody for coming out today. All the Parks Department who had to, went out after the event and picked up all those trash bags, and there were a bunch of them. And really just all the volunteers that helped put the thing together to get it all organized. Jeff and Chuck did a great job of the communication and really getting it all organized. It's just absolutely beautiful, and the team does a great job, obviously, with all the decorations in town. They start fairly early, but they do a fantastic job, and we should thank them for all of their efforts. It's turned the city into just a beautiful place, so thank you. Just amazing to me the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes. There are people out from Public Works working, keeping all the lights on, keeping the water running, keeping our wastewater plant running. And also, we opened the airport up very early, so part of that video, I won't spoil it, was Gary Cozart opening up our airport. So I'd encourage you to watch that. They're both very, very well done, and I think it's another example of the quality of the work that is put out from the city of Granbury to our citizens to keep them informed of what's going on and let them know the services that the city provides to them. So great job, thank you. Chris, thank you for all your leadership. Thanks for all the volunteers, and it's great to see the community come together. Thank you. Great job, Don. Wow.
So I think you might have seen the theme. Mr. Encouragement. He's leaving Texas for wetter pastures. But we do have a little token of appreciation. As some would say, we're going to clock you. So don't forget to change the time zone or when you said it, but we are going to miss you. But more than anything, we wanted to show that video to express to you our gratitude for your unwavering support. Holy cow. And your encouragement and enthusiasm for what you do. Reminds me of a verse in Ecclesiastes, whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your heart. And you are 100% that person. And we thank you for all the encouragement, all the love that you've given us and support, not only the administrative side of being a council member, but the extra side of being that support, encouraging our team every chance you get. I mean, if you don't believe it, I've got the video for you to watch it again later.
Good. Right.
Thank you so much, and we want to let some other council members have a word. Who's next? Anybody want to say anything? Steve doesn't get to you yet. Here, I'll make the
I didn't really know Steven until we ran together 3 years ago, and we've become really good friends. He's a great encourager. The other thing I noticed in the video is, and I see this a lot in the front, he likes to talk a lot. So we really got to see that tonight. But no, it's been just a real pleasure knowing Steven and working with him on council.
Steven, we're going to miss you. We always have good conversations in the back. All of us have different perspectives, and that's what's great about being on city council is the diversity that's on city council, and just the different lenses that we bring also to city council. And I would just say that he's been very impactful. He brought a different type of lens to our city council, different way of thinking, different way of providing solutions to different problems. So I want to say thank you. I know that you're going to do great in Tampa area. So hopefully no more tornadoes or hurricanes. All right.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know. It's all week I've been thinking about this. Now, for those of you that don't know Steven well, he is a person of integrity. When he ran the first time and the second time and the third time, he had a rough go, and he put his whole heart and soul into every race, gave his best effort, and just the fact that he came back to go through that again. Even anyone that has ever run for public office knows that it's not just taxing on your time, but it's taxing on your emotions, it's taxing on your family, and everyone that's in your support circle. So to do that as many times as he did, to stick with it and to keep going until he was successful in his election, just speaks volumes to the type of person that Steve is. Getting to know him has been great. It's one thing to sit next to someone and have some conversation and kind of know them on a surface level, but to get to know someone a little deeper, kind of bond you together in a different way. But we're going to miss you, and I appreciate all your service.
Start the clock up.
So I don't talk much, but I want to come out here so you can look in my eyes. I got you, man. Hey, listen, we became really good friends really fast. And when you first made this decision and you had a few people over to say, here's what's going on, this is what's happening. And when Ava and I left that night, I said, man, what an honor to be part of that small group. And how much we appreciated you, not just as a council person, but everything you do in the community, our work in Rotary, just being out there, supporting forward training, everything that you're involved in. I can't go to an event or a gala or anywhere in town supporting any charities without seeing Steve there, always with a smile on his face, always supporting everything that he can. The entire community is going to miss you, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
The whole community. I do have one issue.
There's always a caveat, isn't there?
I now have to teach someone else to read my handwriting when we come out of executive session and make motions. Appreciate you, brother. For sure.
Well, in case anybody didn't know, Steven has been encouraging me to run for this position since February, I believe, maybe March. But I've got some huge shoes to fill, some very, very large shoes. And I can only hope that knowing that he's had my back this whole time, knowing that my family's had my back, and that the community's had my back, that we're going to be able to go forward. And hopefully I'll have a modicum of comparativeness to you. Yeah. But thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
So, well, Steven has not only been a great city councilman, but he and Lori have been great friends to Brenda and I. And although I will tell you that it was Steven and some of the former city council members and current city council members that ambushed me at Rotary and got me to run for city council. So, but as soon as he did that, he kind of became my de facto campaign manager, and he was with me throughout the whole campaign and to explain to me exactly what I needed to do every hour of every day. I used to get a text message every morning usually between 6:30 and 6:45 in the morning, letting me know what did I do yesterday, and these are all the things I needed to do today. And he was just a great inspiration to me. When I do grow up, I want to be just like Steven. But I hate. I'm just like everybody else here. I mean, I hate to see you go. But one thing I will tell you is that kind of the measure that people have always told me of a real measure of a person is if when you leave someplace, if it's better than what it was when you came here, then that's a good measure for you. And Stephen, I will tell you, that certainly says a lot about you.
Before I give you the mic, I'm going to give it to him, but I just want to say that every door that you knocked, I mean, every door for whichever candidate you were knocking for, it was really for the good of this city. And we can't thank you enough for sticking through it, having the tenacity to run 3 times and to seat, to be seated once and for all, you know. So thank you for that. And I'll just tell the whole crowd, I was thinking maybe he just didn't want to run for office, so that's why he's going to move away. So I told him he didn't have to run for office if he didn't want to move. So
the rest of the council here is giving you some insight into Steve, but what they didn't say about was the tremendous knowledge that he did bring into the organization. You know, he will talk about his business experience; it's solid. He will talk about the work that he's done out at the airport, and it's solid. I mean, that knowledge that he brings to the council is going to be missed, as the rest of your family. Lori, you're going to be missed as well. So you have made a big impact on this family, and it's not too. I mean, on this community, and it's not too late. You can change your mind. All right. Congratulations, Steve. Good travels.
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate it.
This is the 3-minute mic?
Yes. I tell you, I got a 26-foot truck over at the Hilton Garden Inn, actually next door at the conference center, that would say, we're headed out in the morning. So, hey, I want to say congratulations to Bruce and Zeb. And, yeah, really. I don't know about the rest of you, but hell, I can't remember voting for either one of them. I looked up and down the ballot, and I said, where the hell are these guys? So somebody pointed out I had to run 3 times. 3 times. Oh, my gosh. Thanks to Pat Stewart for twisting my arm so bad I think I need rotator cuff surgery. Tony Mobley's in the back. He's the guy that, he and Nen got me on the corner somewhere downtown and said, we need this guy to run for city council. And of course, I said no about 2 or 3 times and said maybe planning and zoning looks like that might be a good place to hang out for a while. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. Hey, Chris said, I decided to run in 2021 really to have some stability in our community and our city council. I ran on a platform to keep Granbury moving forward, and that's really what I tried to help do. Mission accomplished. And somebody pointed out earlier, the cleanup event. Chris and I had a discussion on the way, I don't know, San Antonio, Houston, someplace. And it's just been a passion of mine. I look around the room, there's no trash, that's good. Anyway, Chris was very receptive to the idea and spent a lot of time. These guys did a ton of work, Jeff and Chuck, putting it all together and all the logistics and pieces, and the community has come out, and I think that's been really good. It's nice driving around with a clean town. So hopefully a little bit better. Sometimes kind of necessary to pause and kind of reset, and I mentioned it. Tammy, don't look my way. To kind of change your latitude and change your attitude, and that's kind of what we're doing. So. Anyway, I don't know if I can do the rest of this, but Lori, why don't you come up? I know I married way over my head. Just want to say thanks for all your encouragement, support, love, that you've given to Lori and I. And just say, God bless you all, and God bless Granbury, Texas. Thank you.